Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kathy's Corners and this is chapter 10. So this is the final, this is going to be, I'm not going to do this group anymore because nobody's watching. So this is 10. If I ever bring it back again, I'll think of a different title and I'll just do it for myself because I've been doing it for myself anyway. And I really need it right now. I need a group, and this is the only group that I have. So, yeah. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. So this group is called Expect a Miracle, and what I've kind of created for myself is 7 steps. Step 1 is identify the problem. Step 2 is identify how that makes you feel physically, emotionally, financially, career-wise, whatever, however that makes you feel. And then step 3 is to find that broken part of the situation. This is a rosary that went through the wash. It went through the wash and was broken into pieces. It was given to me by Cardinal Dolan in New York, and when he gave that to me, I was at a broken place. I felt really kind of shattered. And what's funny is he gave that to me, let's say, maybe 22 years ago, 20 years ago maybe, and maybe not even that long. Maybe it was more like 18 years ago. I don't know. But I was in a place where I feel very much like I feel today, broken. Like everything is falling apart. Like everything is not together as one, not connected together as one. It feels very broken, very alone, very like I'm on one of the beads in that rosary. Just feel like you're just floundering through life, and that's how I felt when I received the rosary, and that's kind of how I feel today. Really feeling like everybody's against me and the world is against me and the world is falling apart and we're all like part of these beads. And so that is kind of the example that I'm going to share today. I won't go through all the steps, but how that makes me feel is, I feel as if like my stomach is ripped open with betrayal from people who have to look good, who have to make themselves look good. At what expense to me does that have to happen? And so I feel as if I'm betrayed. I feel I've been lied, not only lied to, but lied to others about. And it hurts. It hurts a great deal when you trust people with your whole heart and they turn on you like a snake. It's very painful. So I do feel like I'm part of that broken rosary that's in a box, in my jewelry box, sitting there waiting to be opened and be whole as one again, sitting in the dark, just waiting to be whole. And when I opened that box and it was whole, I really freaked out. I said, "Oh my God, what the hell is this? How, nobody could have done this for me. No human person did this. I I received a gift from God, and it's me. It's my life. Because I feel it, like I said, I feel today like I did when I was broken and I received the rosary in the first place. And it was whole then, and it is whole now. But right now I feel that brokenness and like I'm not complete. So step 4 is tools that I can use when I feel this way. How can I feel better? And I've been using tools on my channel, Seed and Sand, like pitchers and catchers and volleyballs coming at your head a million times a minute real fast. You just keep getting up, getting up, getting up, putting it in the right position, getting in the right position. And the healing waters. Today we talked about like the city of Atlantis, and how they had this beautiful city, but they got greedy and they got cocky, and God took it away from them, or the gods took it away from them. And let's see, other tools I can use. Buckets. There are 3 buckets. One is do your part. Second one is, the first one is let it go. Second one is do your part. And the third one is make a plan. So right now I'm focusing on do your part, let it go. Do your part, let it go. Do your part, let it go. And so I do my part by doing these videos, by helping, trying to help others, by helping myself. And other tools I can use, there's a passing lane, and then there's a kind of like a coasting in the speed limit lane. But that passing lane can be cars coming towards you. So you want to get out of that chaotic lane and use your blinker, which are your tools, to get into the flow, the easy flow lane where everybody's going in the same direction. So, yeah, I got to get out of that passing zone lane because I don't like it. I don't like it in that lane. I want to be in the lane where everybody's kind of going with the flow and doing their thing. So, all right, and then step 5 is the cards, the oracle cards. I always hold them with the rosary. And this one is the Healing Spirits Oracle deck by Gordon Smith. And the intention I'm setting today is I don't want to be broken anymore. I want that miracle of being connected again, Lord. Please connect me with you. Please bring me together with you, because I can't do this broken stuff anymore. It hurts too much. It just hurts too much. I have people coming at me with lawsuits and divorce is final, and lots of icky, where they have to be on top, they have to be the winner, they have to look like they've won. And this says life lessons again. And it says, you may grow to find that there is no actual right or wrong in this world, and that everything happens in order for a lesson to be learned. I'm tired of lessons. Okay, now is a good time to remember that your spirit guide is helping you to understand your own life lessons, and you will soon come to know why you chose them this time around. You may wonder why you have given yourself such difficult tasks, but once you understand your lessons, you won't have to learn them again. Also, by learning them, you give yourself power over the rest of your life. So maybe this is just like a growing pain. Maybe this is just like a growth pain. So, all right, and then these are the Healing Waters Oracle cards by Rebecca Campbell. And they look like this. And I prayed kind of to my mama, the one who is behind the rosary. And I pray that my mama takes good care of my heart, takes good care of my mother's heart, my daughter's heart, takes good care of our hearts. Your heart, if you're watching. All right. This is what came out. Oh my gosh, look at that. And it says birth mysteries. What are you called? What are you being called to create? My babies. All right. Water is intelligent, and there is water, and where there's water, there's life. We are water beings. We travel from watery world of Great Mother to be born into this world. Our first breath marking the transition from water to air. We all grew from a single cell into a form in the waters of the amniotic sac of the Great Mother. And from there, that same intelligence has been guiding us every step of the way. It is the same force that tells flowers when to bloom and when the planet when to spin. You are a creative being living in a creative world. This is a planet of creativity and manifestation. Creativity is your natural state. What are you being called to create? Creativity isn't only for certain people. It is within all of us. What would you like to create? Don't squeeze the hose. Loosen your grip and call the intelligent waters to flow through you every step of the way. Then follow it up with consistent action. Embodied creativity happens when we have a vision and act on that vision. Every idea in this world is pointless without a constant action. Stay true to what you have been called to create and show up to it day after day after day. And then the soul inquiry says, what would you like to create? How can you show up so that how can you show up to that creation with consistency? So that one was for my mama and for my mother and for my children. What are we creating? What are we manifesting? What are we becoming in this world to the next world? What are we becoming? All right, so that was step 5. Step 6 is envisioning us complete again. Me and my mom and my children, who are both daughters, grown daughters, but we don't get to see each other because they're so busy. Never get to see them, don't hear from them hardly ever. I want it whole again. I want it complete. I want to feel manifesting creativity of weaving those beads together again. Somehow miraculously weaving them together again. And then step 7 is expect a miracle, which means you just expect that weaving to happen. It's happening as we speak, because I know I'm going through a rebirth. I know I'm going through a transition stage. I know I'm going through this pain, growth pain or birth pain, or however you want to call it. Maybe it's both birth and growth pains together as one. And you go from the water of the womb and the amniotic sac to the air. So that's where I feel like I'm at right now, and it hurts. It's not a fun process, but it is going to be worth it in the end. And so the last part I have been doing for my group is reading from Florence Shin's book, The Game of Life and How to Play It. And I just kind of randomly pick a page. And this is in the chapter of the law of non-resistance. And I hope I don't repeat myself, but I think I am going to repeat myself. This was the first week I highlighted these things, and I'm going to just read them again. So one morning I picked up a book and read, "Look at wonder at what's before you." It seemed to be my message of the day, so I repeated it again and again. Look with wonder at that which is before you. At about noon, a large sum of money was given to me, which I had been desiring for a certain purpose. In the following chapter, I will give affirmations that I have found most effective. However, one should never use affirmations unless it is absolutely satisfying and convincing to their own consciousness. And often affirmations is changed to suit different people. For example, the following has been brought to success for many. And it says, "I have wonderful work in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay." I gave the first 2 lines to one of my students, and she added the last 2. It made a most powerful statement, and there should always be a perfect payment for perfect service. And a rhyme sinks easily into subconscious. She went about singing it aloud, and soon did receive wonderful work in a wonderful way, and she received wonderful and gave wonderful service for wonderful pay. Another student, a businessman, took it and changed the word to business. He repeated, "I have a wonderful business in a wonderful way, and I give wonderful service for wonderful pay." That afternoon he made $40,000 deal, and though there was no activity on his affairs for months. Every affirmation must be clearly worded and completely cover the ground. For example, I knew a woman who was in great need, and she made a demand for work. She received a great deal of work, but was never paid anything. Now she knows to add wonderful service for wonderful pay. This man's divine right is to have plenty, more than enough. His barns should be full, and his cup should overflow. His barns should be full, and his cup should flow over. This is God's idea for man. And when man breaks down the barriers of lack in his own consciousness, the golden age will be his, and every righteous desire of his heart fulfilled. So I'm going to leave it there. Just be very clear on what you want, what you're desiring, what your goals are, what you want from God, what you want from life, what you want for yourself, what you want for your children, what you want for your parents, what you want for your spouse, what you want for here, right here in the core, deep down in the core of your heart. What is it that you want? And then make a little rhyme that says, I'm covering all the bases, and I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. So, and I have wonderful work for wonderful pay. Wait. Oh, shoot. I forgot what it was. It was wonderful service in a wonderful way. Something. So, I want wonderful service, not only for me to give to someone else, but for someone else to give to me. I need somebody to help me. I need somebody to guide me. I need somebody to direct me, direct my steps. And my guides do that, and they lead the way, and I'm carrying the weight. I'm carrying the reins. I want it to be easier. I want it to flow like that said about the barns. I wanted to have our cups flowing over. And so all right, that's my group for the day. I hope nobody watches it, but it's for me anyway. It doesn't matter. So all right, have a good day, everybody.